Hello everyone, Barb here. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today's card is technically a Father's Day card, and I knew in my heart I would never get this video out before Father's Day. So here we can see the final look at the card. I had to make two of them this year. But as I was making this, I realized that the Father's Day part is just a sentiment, which is replaceable. You can put other words in there, such as birthday, Mother's Day, Hanukkah, retirement. Those are all good sentiments that would work beautifully with this design. Most of the products were from close to my heart, so I went digging in my stash. I will show you some of those things here. Here's the happy. That was, I believe, Jeanette Linton's handwriting. That was beautiful, happy. And then this film strip, which I have had for many, many years and just adore. And then the Father's Day sentiment came from that other cute little bear stamp set. I did pull out my Spellbinders little essential tags die set. That's what it's called. And the little tag with the hole in it worked perfect. Charcoal ink because I gave a little bit of ink blending around the edges of the patterned paper, and that patterned paper was from scrapbook.com. It was originally 6 by 8 in size, and technically it is a Christmas paper, but I think that it works well for other uses. So here we go. I'm going to start inking the edges. The little mat that I'm using is from Ranger. It's a Tim Holtz product, and it sort of has a non-slip texture to it. So it works nice to do some inking on. It also hopefully will help me to keep my work in camera frame. That's the last video I put out. I ended up out of frame. That happens. I'm just inking around the edges with the charcoal ink and an ink blending tool from my close to my heart stash. A lot of close to my heart stuff. So here we go. We've got that done. Now this sparkle splatter is really cute. Cute isn't the right word. It's beautiful. It's just enough of a shimmer without going crazy with it. And I'm just tapping the lid. You shake it up first because, of course, the sparkle stuff floats to the bottom, sinks to the bottom. That's a better word. So here we'll see how that looks. Hopefully, if I tip it, you can see all the little sparkly splatters on there. It just gives a little something to the background. And the ink, I'm just going to use a little bit of water and a tissue and give it a little wiperoo so I'm not rubbing that ink all over the rest of the project, which I have done on many occasions. Forget about that mess and end up smearing it all over things. So here's our background, and we're going to take the film strip. The film strip was cut out of some turquoise shimmer cardstock that was from Lawnfawn. I love how it die cuts. That Lawnfawn shimmery cardstock, it cuts beautifully. I only had to poke out a few of those little side holes. And we're going to put it at a jaunty angle. And you could use any kind of a shape. You could use circles. You could use a solid shape if you wanted. It's just about having something in the background behind the happy. And dig in your stash. Look and see. What do you have? What do you have that you either never used or you haven't used in a long time? Using my glue press, putting some dabs of glue on that happy. You could put that adhesive on backing on it if you wanted. I don't know, for all the diddling around that takes, this is just as fast for me. So I've got it all glued up, and hopefully I'll get it on straightish. The beauty of this particular sentiment is that it has a flowy wonkiness to it, enough that if you don't have it perfectly straight, it's okay. As you can see, I lifted it up and repositioned it. I The glue will dry clear, so those little white spots of glue will be fine. Here is a little scrap of some Lawnfawn. I think they're called lawn trimmings. It's a twine, and it came when I ordered from Lawnfawn the last time. They kind of bundle it all together really pretty, and they tie it up with a little piece of this twine. And their twine is very nice. If you're looking for high quality twine, Lawnfawn is a great go-to. And here I'm slipping the Father's Day sentiment on there. And I'm just going to give it a couple of little knot ties. Since it's for a guy, I don't think I need a bow. And in fact, I don't think I would use a bow anyway. A little more glue to hold the Father's Day again at a jaunty angle so that it doesn't slip around and tear. That's a delicate little circle that twine is going through. And I'm taking my pokey tool and I'm just separating that twine to fray it a little bit. So I like how that looks. Front of the card is done. Now a little glue. And I had some cardstock in my stash. And I'm doing a side fold card. Hopefully get it on there straight. Let's see how we do. Oh, I don't know. Am I happy with that? Good enough. It sticks out over the edge, so don't worry about that. You just trim it off. And I think that adds to the design. Again, happy retirement, happy birthday. It's a great design. You could do happy Christmas, happy Hanukkah, all of those things. Happy hugs, happy graduation. So lots of options for this design. I think it's a good one to have in your stash. Oh, and you can see those sparkly, shimmery goodness bits on there. I love it. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a blessed, crafty day, and I'll see you next time.